Hi friends, so we are currently going to look at a house. It's the 29th of January, and we're looking at our first house that we're seriously considering buying. It is in the suburbs of Austin, and right now, if you know anything about the housing market, it's insane. I am trying to be optimistic and not too anxious and just trust God has the right house for us, but it is really stressful. I have a few friends searching for houses. They're getting married at the same time, and they are all telling me crazy horror stories about the market. So I'm just trying to give it to God and trust, but I think I'm driving myself and Matt crazy. So I am excited about this house. If we can film inside, I will. And I don't know, this is the favorite so far of all the ones we've seen online. So I'm trying not to get too emotionally attached, but I definitely am. Maddie?
What's up? Oh, didn't see you guys there.
So what do you think of this house?
Fantastic.
I'm not gonna bother. Okay, I'll show you the house when we get there.
Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart.
So the first house we loved, but the master bathroom was a little bit of a disaster, and it's gonna be a lot of money. So I don't know. It's still in the running.
I hope I'll be your end destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low.
The second house we saw is very dark. We did not love. Needs a lot of work. Good price though, and we could put, it would be significantly less than the other house, and we could put our stamp on it, but I just think the entryway is way too dark. There's not enough light, and we'd have to build new windows, new floor. Like, I think the list to fix would be enough to just rule it out. So I think we're on to house 3. We're doing 7 houses today.
I hope I'll be your end destination. You're far away and yet so close. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, you're up in space. You're inside the noise. I can feel you. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your end destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your end destination. You're gone now, but you're coming back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. I hope I'll be your end destination.
So we've had a long day of looking at listings, and we found 3 houses that we could live in. We have one more to look at. We found, one more, but like the prices and it's like bidding wars in Austin. If you're thinking about moving to Austin, don't move to Austin. It's crazy expensive here, and it's gotten insane. But I'm grateful we're You know, I've been here for 5 years. This guy's lived here his whole life. Right, Mateo?
Ah.
And, you know, we could have found our house today, so that's pretty crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
What do you think about that, Matt, that we could have found our house?
Super happy.
I love you.
Love you too.
Hi, friends. So we went to 7 houses on Friday. It is Sunday night. We put 2 offers on 2 of the houses, and tomorrow we'll know if we're homeowners and we're selected for one of the houses. We basically have an A and a B. So like if we get the one house, that is our number 1 house. Obviously we're not gonna take the other one, but if we don't get the number 1 house then and we get the other number 2 house, we're gonna be happy no matter what. We're just trying to give this up to God, trusting God. I've been praying a surrender novena. I will link it below because it is so amazing and powerful and definitely worth you praying to. And I'm just trying to give the whole thing to God because at the end of the day, this housing market is crazy. People are offering crazy money on top of what the asking price is. And Austin is just a very hot market. And we're talking about Austin suburbs. I currently live in like the heart of Austin, and we're looking to buy a house in the Austin suburbs because like the heart of Austin is just not at all affordable for a house. Be homeowners potentially, I mean, officially not, but like we'll be selected and under contract potentially tomorrow. So that's pretty crazy to think that after a weekend of looking, we could be homeowners. But we came in pretty aggressive. We made some really aggressive offers. It's a little nerve-wracking to have put in such aggressive offers, but that's the nature of the market, and that's what you gotta do to get a house here. And at the end of the day, we just wanna be in a house, and our perspective is we wanna stay in this house, like we wanna be in this house 5 to 10 years, hoping that would appreciate the house in the next 5 to 10 years. That will be worth the offers that we put out there. We're very excited. It's crazy. It feels very surreal. Like, it actually makes me feel like I'm getting married more. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's so surreal to think that we're buying a house. Like, I'm in the stage of buying a house. I haven't lived in a house since I was 18 years old. I am 33 years old. That is crazy. Except for there was a 2-year, I think for 2 years I lived with my parents when I was in my mid-20s because I almost died of 3 autoimmune diseases. But once I was back on my feet, I moved back to New York City and lived on my own again. So I've lived in apartments. Holy moly, I've lived in apartments for 13 years of my life. So almost as much of my life I've lived in apartments and alone as I was living in a house. That is crazy. So it's been a long time since I've lived in a house. It's been a long time since I've had the luxury of parking in a driveway. If you live in an apartment and that has unassigned parking, you know the struggle. And I've been doing that for 13 years. Or if you're living in a city where you have to find a spot, I did that too. I did that too. Now it's like the thought of having a house is just crazy to me. It's such a big moment, and I'm just really excited, and I shouldn't get too emotional about it because it could potentially, neither house could happen. And that's just the nature of it. But I have a good feeling that one of these houses is going to be our house. And I just know God's going to open the door if it's meant to be. And if it's not, then we're going to just regroup and figure out what we're going to do. Because the market's moving at such a crazy velocity that like we may be priced out of it in like the matter of a few weeks. That's literally how crazy this market is right now. If you're looking for a house right now, I am praying for you. I highly recommend the Surrender Novena. And just remember that God will open the door when you're ready to walk through it. I've been wanting to buy a house for the last 5 years because I knew the Austin market was crazy. And I think about it now and I'm like, the house I could have gotten with the money that we're spending on the houses we're offering. You know, my dad always says like he could have bought a house when he was 10 years old and the price would have been insane, but he didn't have the money when he was 10. And it's so true. Like, I can't get emotional about what could be when I couldn't have done it. It's a blessing to be here. It's a blessing to be in a position where I'm able to buy a house and like pay a mortgage, and I'm just grateful that we're here. And I'm just trying to give the whole process to God because you know what? that is who's in control, and I need to surrender it all to him. If you're learning something about the housing market or house hunting, please give it a big thumbs up. This has just been my experience. It has been a huge roller coaster ride. We started looking on Friday. Saturday, we went back to the 2 houses that were our top 2. I showed it to my best friend who is from Austin and just knows the market a lot better than I do because she's been here and like has bought 2 houses here. She gave me her advice and it was really invaluable, and like talk about a hand of God, like it just was meant to be. I'm very grateful for having her as part of the process. And basically I haven't slept in 2 days. I like woke up with a racing heart last night, and like part of the surrender novena that I read today, or I guess perfect timing, God knows, is like do not like have sleepless nights. Don't rely on your own power, because like God is in control of everything, and you need to just give it to God. And it's funny because I haven't slept in like 2 nights, and it's not because I don't want to, it's not because I don't want to detach, it's just, it's like almost subconscious, like the fear and anxiety and emotions. It's just been a very high emotion weekend, and to think that we could come out with like a home is really crazy. If you like this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. If you learned something or you liked one of the houses, give it that thumbs up because it really supports my channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I basically post videos on the Catholic faith, Weight Watcher content, and then I post lifestyle. So like this video would be considered a lifestyle video because it's just a season of life that I'm in. I post a lot of wedding planning videos because it's the season of life I'm in. Matt and I will be posting our travels. We're going on a honeymoon, so we'll make a video on that. And like those are just like lifestyle memory videos, organization, moving, decorating a new house. All of that stuff is that extra third category of like lifestyle that we create. So if you like those videos, then please stick around, subscribe, ring the bell notification, comment down below which house was your favorite, which one you would have made an offer on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.